Hi guys, welcome to Essential Practice. Radis here, Namaste. Our focus with this practice is on a family of poses we call twists. The key action in twisting is spinal rotation. I would like to point out a few key alignment principles as well as a few common misalignments in twisting. We will start where we finished in our last practice, sitting on your pillows with cross-legged position, sitting a little bit higher in your pelvis allows you to sit more comfortably, allowing the hips to open. The first thing to learn about twisting is to activate the deep intrinsic muscles of your core. We call them deep core muscles. So actually your twists originate from your abdomen, from your core. I will demonstrate first, starting with cactus arms position. I'm recruiting my transversus abdominis, which is the muscle that runs around my waist. Sometimes we call it the corset muscle, corseting my abdomen. My waist narrows. I'm pulling my belly in and use that muscle to rotate my spine. I'm turning. I try to go as deep as I possibly can, simply using my core, engaging the deep core muscles. Additionally, I also lift my pelvic floor muscles, which is part of your deep core. We will talk about it in a few classes. And now, I can help myself with my hand to deepen the twist, deepen the rotation. So my hand goes outside of my knee and I'm twisting a little bit further, using the force, applying the pressure with my hand, as well as twisting my neck, looking in the direction of my twist. And then come back to cactus arms position. First initiating the twist from your core, twisting opposite side. Again, twisting. Try to go as deep as you can without using your hand. And then you can allow yourself to position your hand outside of your knee to take that twist a little bit deeper. Turn your head. Even your left eyeball turns in direction of your twist. You can support your back hand behind you to lengthen your spine, lift your breastbone, and twist more. And then come back to Sukhasana, easy pose. Very important to learn that the action of the spinal rotation originate from your core. You're engaging your core muscles to initiate the twist. We are twisting from the back body to the front body. We'll go into a couple of poses right now. Seated poses, continuing our hip stretch as well as our hamstring stretch. Please sit on top of your heels in hero position. The pose is called Bharadvajasana. Bharadvajra was a sage, and this pose is named after that specific sage. So sitting in your hero position, your sit bones are grounded on top of your heels, and shift your weight to the right. Shifting weight to the right, your left foot is resting on top of the arch of your right foot, your bottom foot. What happens here immediately, you go to side bending slightly. to avoid that, we want to support ourselves with a pillow or a block, sitting more upright. So your pelvis is more even. Lift your spine, find again the curve in your lumbar spine, and now come back to your cactus arms without using your hands. We're going to rotate to the right. Go as deep as you can using your abdomen, deep core muscles, and then position your left hand outside of your right knee and deepen that twist. Now your right hand can go behind you, trying to catch your left outer hip. You can grab maybe a fabric of your shirt, twisting more and more, using now your left hand to deepen the twist. Keep your left hip grounded. Notice what happens immediately we go to slight side bending. Try to reduce that side bending and stay more upright in your spine, lifting your heart, finding the curves in your lower spine, and twist a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen the rotation, and come back to neutral position. Second side, take your pillow or your block to the opposite hip and shift your pelvis to the left. Again, your right shin is resting on top of that arch of your bottom foot. Depending how tight you are in your hip, you might go a little bit further to the side, so maybe you need another block or another pillow to sit a little bit higher. Again, trying to keep your pelvis even. Lift your heart. Now, another important action to train yourself into is every inhalation allows you to lengthen your spine, and every exhalation allows you to go deeper into your twist. We use inhalation to lengthen, and we use exhalation to rotate, gliding on the intervertebral discs. Now use your hand again to go a little bit further into the twist, and weave that left arm behind you to catch your right outer hip. Catch your shorts or fabric of your t-shirt and try to rotate your spine a little bit more to the left. Your internal organs are as well being pushed in and squeezed. It's a very good way to purify your internal organs. They act like a sponge. They're being squeezed in, and the fresh blood travels in, purifying, detoxifying your organs. Great, and then come back to neutral, sitting on your heels, back to hero position. The next pose, hamstring stretch as well as a hip opener, head to knee pose. Let's take it to the side, show you the shape of this position. Sitting with your legs straight. Bend your right knee and bring your heel close to your groin, as deep as you can, lifting your spine. So again, remember that conversation we had about rounding the spine. We might need some support to sit a little bit higher. When you sit higher, you have a little bit more chance to extend and reduce the rounding in your lower spine. Now, open your hip, travel your right knee out to the side. Take your knee more out and behind you, opening your right hip. A deep knee flexion, external rotation in your right leg. Great. Now, take your hands behind you and focus on lengthening your spine. So what happens here, your spine is sort of facing that space in between your leg and your knee. Now, next step, we're going to add the rotation. We're going to turn the spine, rotate the spine, twist the spine, facing that straight left leg. Twisting, engage your core, engage. Take your right outer hip forward, left outer hip back. And now facing that front leg, you can start bending forward, hamstring stretch. Trying to catch your shin or your big toe. Again, you can grab a strap to modify. This position is called head to knee. Ultimately, with a greater flexibility, you will be able to rest your forehead on top of your shin. For now, just stay upright, working on that forward bend and spinal rotation. That's the action we are training ourselves, rotating, twisting from your abdomen. Pull your belly button in more and twist more to the left. And then bow forward. Let's try it on the second side. Straighten both legs. I'm going to turn around so you can see it better. Sitting again on your blanket, pillows or blocks, sitting a little bit higher, elevated pelvis, legs straight. Bend your left knee and bring your left shin in. Bring your left shin, opening your hip. Allow your left knee to travel out. And stay again straight up. You can help yourself supporting your hands behind you, lift your spine, find the curves, lower spinal curve, lift your chest and chin, collarbones broad. And now adding a rotation, twisting to the right, twisting to the right. Turn your belly to the right. Engage your core again, twisting from the back of your ribs to the front of your ribs. And then bow in, forward bend. Bow in, forward bend. And take a few breaths to stretch your right hamstring. And again, what happens when you start bowing forward, that rotation is slightly reduced. You want to keep that same direction of your rotation, trying to turn your pelvis more to the right, right hip back, left hip forward, and bow more in. Keep the right side of your body long. Very easy to just sort of crush that right waist, bowing in. Try to lift your right waist and take it back, and then adding the forward bend. Great. Let's take one more seated pose with a deep twist. Very similar shape. Marichyasaa 3. Marichya was another sage, again pose named after another sage. Bend your right knee. We're bending the right knee, a similar entry we had it before. Now use your shin, clasp your fingers around your shin to pull yourself more straighter. Lift your spine, lengthen, broaden your collarbones. And now rotate your spine to the right, twisting. So I'm using my left hand to deepen my twist. I go as deep as I can, turning, and then I can use my left elbow, hook my left elbow outside of my outer thigh bone. Use my elbow to press into my bone. I press my bone into my elbow and I use that to rotate a little bit further. Deep twist here in your abdomen. Pull your belly in more, creating space. Lift your spine, inhale. And as you exhale, rotating more to the right. We're learning how we can maneuver ourselves skillfully into that sliding action, opening. That's the stage one. More advanced version. You can unplug that right outer hip, lift your hip, and extend your left arm straight, trying to catch your outer left shin. So it's much deeper here. So I'm twisting a little bit, side bending to the left. Then I grab my outer shin and then I try to come back with that right outer hip down again. See if that's possible for you. It's a more advanced choice. That's something to look forward in your yoga journey. Twisting more to the right. Notice what happens. The more advanced the twist, the harder it is to breathe. So keep the breath, spinal extension, exhale, twist to the right. And now switch. Bend your left knee. Same action from this side. Pull your left shin in and lift your spine. Lift your spine. Remember to search for that natural curve in your lower spine, mid-spine, and back of your neck is long, gazing forward. Then twist to the left. Do the same second side. Hook your elbow outside of your left knee. And twist more to the left. Again, you use your inhalation to lengthen and use your exhalation to slide those vertebrae of your spine. In between there is a disc, and that discs allow us to slide our vertebrae. Twist more, lifting your heart and twisting more. And come back. Great. One more important thing to take away with you from this class is that pelvis positioning. So I will show you something very important. Standing in Tadasana. Now bend your elbows and start twisting to the right. What happens with the pelvis, notice I'm twisting to the right and immediately my right hip go back with me as I go deeper into the rotation. Now that's the secret here, not to resist the temptation to take that right hip with you. So keep the hips square, the hips are facing forward, my arms are cactus arms. The hips are facing forward, and I initiate the twisting from my core, engaging my deep core muscles, twisting, and I resist with right hip. My right hip goes forward as I go deeper into the rotation in my spine. So quite a deep engagement, deep workout in your core. We are toning our abdominal muscles. Come back to neutral, switch second side, twisting to the left, go to the left, and again resist with your left hip forward, right hip back, twisting to the left, and come back. So with the twist, there's an illusion you go deeper as you take your pelvis with you, but in fact, it's not true. The more we resist with the pelvis, the deeper we go into the rotation in the spine. Great. Please come to standing in front of your mat. Feet hip-width apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. exhale, bow, forward bend. Place your hands on your shins, lengthen your spine, elbows and spine, legs straight. Exhale, step your right leg back. Lower your right knee down to the floor. Now, keep your right hand flat. And we're going to twist, a simple twist. Take a breath into the back of your body, inhale, and as you exhale, rotate your spine to the left. Rotating the spine to the left, extend your left arm straight up. Low lunge, twist. Now try again to take the right outer hip back more. What we just did standing, try to resist taking your pelvis with you into the rotation. Keep your right outer hip back and twist from your belly. More advanced option is to straighten the back knee. And then release. Step forward. A forward bend. Relax. Switch leg. Step your left leg back and bring your left knee down. Position your left hand flat. First thing to do is fill up your kidneys, back of your ribs with breath and initiate from the back body all the way twisting to the front body, turning, rotating your spine to the right. Then extend your right arm straight up. You can gaze forward, depending on your flexibility in your neck muscles, or you can turn your head all the way, gazing towards your hand. Now keep the rotation and take your left outer hip back, squaring your hips again, resisting that twisting in the pelvis, keeping the pelvis neutral and turning more from the core, from your abdomen. Maybe straighten your back leg. More advanced choice. Open twist. And then release. Step forward, all the way forward. Place your hands on your hips, shoulders back, and come up slowly to standing. One more time, I'll show you from this angle. Standing again, Tadasana, reach your arms up, inhale. Urdhva Hastasana, exhale, bow. Uttanasana. Lengthen Ardha Uttanasana, spine straight, legs straight, elbows straight. Exhale, step your right leg back. Please come up to kneeling, Anjaneya Asana. Great. Let's practice that same actions in this shape. So please lift your spine, lengthen, lift your heart, and come to cactus arms again. Elbows unbent, elbows are shoulder height, and you use your core muscles, deep rotation, twisting to the left. Twisting, 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 go as deep as you can. Now lean a little bit forward and hook your right elbow outside of your left knee. Then place your palms on top of each other and use your right elbow. Just keep gazing down for a moment to press your elbow, that upper arm bone is pressing into the outer knee, and that allows you to deepen your rotation. Bring your palms closer to your heart, broaden your collarbones, lengthen the back of your neck, pull your belly in, inhale, exhale, twist more. And release. Second side, switch legs. And step your left leg back, lower your left knee down. Come up to kneeling, again to your low lunge. Cactus arms. Lift through your heart, broaden your collarbones, and again from your back body start rotating your spine to the right. Twisting, using your core, pull your belly button in, lift your pelvic floor muscles. Transversus abdomen is that corset muscle, narrowing your waist more and more. Go as deep as you can, and then use your left elbow to slide down your knee. Palms pressing. Use your knee, press into your elbow. Press your elbow into your knee and twist more to the right. Twisting. Feel that beautiful stretch here in your rectus spinae muscle, your column here in your spine. Twisting, twisting, rotating. Turn your head in direction of your twist. And exhale. Come to sitting. Sitting again on your pillows. Switch the cross of your legs. Take a moment to reflect on this journey. I'm hoping it clarified a few important actions in your twisting, something to explore a little bit further in your practice. Keeping the spine lubricated, space, toned. Bring your palms in front of your heart with gratitude. Namaste.